What is going on there, guys? Kempy here and welcome back to the channel. And today is another tactic tester, and this one is created and been sent in by Absoloutleyfabregas from the Josh Daly Discord and from my very own Discord. So thank you to him for sending this tactic over. It's called the Red Dragon V3. So he's obviously done a lot of work to this tactic. Without further ado, let's get right into it and show you guys some of the results we've had with this tactic. Now, you can see on the thumbnail, it is labelled as 3.87 goals per game. Yes, that is wild. This tactic scores lots and lots of goals, and my favourite thing about it is a 4-2-3-1. It doesn't all come from the striker. That is one thing that I have to admit from my Erik ten Hag alternate formation. The striker position scores a lot of goals. This one, the goals are spread out absolutely everywhere. In that one, Mbappe got 107 goals on his own. This one is getting 47, so won a game. But Neymar, as the left winger and inverted forward on attack, getting 56 goals and 20 assists. The right wing, Lionel Messi, 31 goals, 48 assists. Certainly more spread out in this one. But 3.87 goals per game, expected of 3.27, conceding just 0.39 goals per game and expected goals of 0.77. So the defence doing very, very well indeed. Like I say, you can see from this, the goals are coming from that front four. Neymar, Mbappe, Messi and Carlos Soler even doing well as a centre attacking mid. He's actually a shadow striker as well. So you get someone better in that role than Carlos Soler, and goals are going to flow, and you're going to get even more than 3.87. In terms of the highest average rating, it was Lionel Messi. Sergio Ramos doing well in his 35 games. Hakimi doing well from right back, getting 8 assists. But let's move on to Manchester United. Manchester United, not so many goals, coming 4th in the Premier League this side. Actually, how did PSG get on in competitions? I didn't even show you that. Sadly knocked out in the round of 16 by the big RB Leipzig, up the Leipzig in the Champions League, winning the Coupe de France, winning the Trophy de Champ, and obviously absolutely smashing the Ligue 1. One loss, sadly not an Invincibles season, but 2 draws, 35 wins, 107 points. Mind-blowing. What a good season that is. Manchester United, like I said, coming in 4th place, knocked out in the semi-finals of the Europa League, didn't win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup, but the game's not realistic at all because they only come in the quarterfinals. And as you can tell, United fan, we won on the weekend up the Reds United. We done very well. Weghorst in this tactic as the striker, advanced forward. It doesn't suit him very well. 28 goals, 4 assists. Rashford off the left, 49 games, 21 goals, 11 assists. I think a better striker in this Man United team, and they absolutely dominate. 74 points, so I think when you get someone in of the Haaland 49 range, if you just stick basically Rashford up top and you let him just do his thing and you lock him in that position, I think you probably get between 80 and 85 points. I think City still win it with Haaland, but a very, very good season in the Premier League nonetheless. And in terms of the data hub itself, 2.11 goals per game for them, expected of 2.18. So you can tell a better striker, you're probably looking at 2.6, 2.7 goals a game, conceding just over 1 goal a game, 1.16, and expected of 1.28. Hearts in the Scottish Premier League always like to do a bit of a weirder league, should I say. In the Scottish Championship, they were actually fighting at the top of the league for a lot of the season. You can see they had a lot of spells at first, a lot of spells at second, and eventually tailed off into settling into 3rd position in this league itself. Obviously, Rangers and Celtic very dominant, but Lawrence Shankland, as that advanced forward, had a great time. Look at the finishing. That is why he scored goals. 36 goals in the league this season for him. They did manage to win the Scottish Cup, which is fantastic. Europa League not at the group stage. You'd sort of expect that from this team. I mean, Robert Snodgrass was the top goal scorer in that. Friendly Cup, they did get knocked out by Almira, and the Premier Sports Cup, they got knocked out in the semi-finals by Rangers. Goals, 2.29 a game, expected of 1.86. And then conceding, they conceded 1.26 goals per game. So you are going to concede goals, but you're also going to score lots and lots of goals. And the tactic is very, very good, even at a lower level. Looking at Plymouth, absolutely smashed it. Top of League One, predicted to come in 9th. 92 points for them. Ryan Hardy having a great time. Papa John's quarterfinals, FA Cup, 5th rounded by Arsenal. Carabao Cup, 4th rounded by Chelsea. 8 goals for Hardy in just 3 or 4 rounds of the Carabao Cup. So he has had a fantastic time there. A lot of the players from Plymouth actually go because they're out on loan. For example, Finn Azaz did that cam role. Let's just have a look how he actually turned up, because he is always an interesting one if we can learn how to spell his name. Anyway, that is. But Finn Azaz, last season, 5 goals, 10 assists in that cam role. Did very, very well. Ryan Hardy, 47 goals. Mickey Miller, 11 goals, 18 assists. Date Hub, we're looking at 2.07 goals per game. Expected to score 2.08 and conceding 1 goal exactly per game. But how does the tactic actually set up then? When it's a 4-2-3-1, like I said, I've said a few positions throughout. We're going to go through now and go in depth on each position. It's a sweeper keeper on support, in goal, no further instructions. A right back or a wing back and on support, cross from byline, shoot less often. A ball playing defender, shoot less often. Ball playing defender, shoot less often. The left back, wing back on support, cross from byline, shoot less often. Deep line playmaker in support, no further instructions. And a box to box midfielder on support, no further instructions. You can tell it's a very attacking midfield. Shadow striker on attack, no further instructions. A right winger, inverted winger, take more risks, shoot left often. Inside forward on attack on the left, tackle harder. Surprised me he gets so many goals with just that minimal instruction on it. And the advanced forward, take more risks and dribble more. In terms of the tactic itself, is set to a positive mentality. Low crosses, fairly wide. Same directors of short passing, and the highest tempo it can be, with more expressive on counter press, counter, distribute to fullbacks and throw it long. Obviously get to quick football, trigger the press much more often, get stuck in a standard line and a very high pressing line from the front. That is the tactic. That is the video. Thank you guys for stopping by. A massive thank you to the legend that is Absoloutleyfabregas for sending that through to me. It means a lot and I'm very thankful. If you guys want your tactic tested, I've got one next week, but the week after there is a slot free. So let me know if you want your tactic tested. Get it down in the descriptions below, add it to the Discord and we'll get that done for you. Thank you very much for watching and I'll speak to you all next time.